right? Say something, please. Oh, I'm glad you're all right. They carried you in this morning. I didn't even realize you'd been gone all night. I've heard about apprentices who never come back from Harrowings. Is it really that dangerous? What was it like? Is that why they don't tell us what it's about? I know I'm not supposed to know, but we're friends. Just a little hint and I'll stop asking, I promise. Really? That's it? That makes sense. They want to see if you can resist the demon and stop yourself from becoming an abomination. And now you get to move to the nice mage's quarters upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my harrowing. I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes I think they just don't want to test me. The tranquil never go through a harrowing. You do the harrowing, the rite of tranquility, or you die. That's what happens. You've seen the tranquil around the tower, like Owain who runs the stockroom. He's so cold. No, not even cold. There's just nothing in him. It's like he's dead but still walking. His voice, his eyes are lifeless. He's been made tranquil. I don't know how they do it exactly, but you're cut off from the Fade. It takes away your magic abilities, along with your dreams and emotions. Yes, but the Circle also forces tranquility on those they feel are weak. And sometimes they force it upon apprentices they think might be too dangerous as mages. I shouldn't waste your time with this. I was supposed to tell you to see Irving as soon as you woke up. He didn't tell me. About the harrowing, I'd guess, but you never know with Irving. You'd better not keep him waiting. We can speak later.
Did you hear anything? Is she all right? Is she awake?
Why do you care? Are you best friends now?
I'm just curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen. He says she's very talented and very brave.
Well, he would, wouldn't he?
I just know I'll be terrified when my time comes. Like Wendell was. He'd throw up every day for the next week just thinking about it.
Congratulations on your test. Jowan's been acting weird all day. Have you seen him?
I shall do it. I'm terrible at spells. You're lucky you're so talented. It shall be done.
Don't know. Gregor hasn't said anything yet. And shh, we're on duty. Yeah, there's no one here. Someone's always watching. I swear it's like the walls have eyes.
Hey, did you hear about that apprentice they're going to send for?
Shh.
It shall be done.
Talk to Bran. He's the chatty one. At least you get to walk around. I'm stuck guarding this door for another 3 hours. I really shouldn't be talking while on duty.
Yes, is there something you need? Fereldan, it's not very interesting. Mostly farms, the occasional river. Yes, it is. Do you need something, or are you just here to state the obvious? The Knight Commander would have my head if I did that. Besides, I hear it takes no less than 4 grown men to open this door. No, you may not. I'm surprised you ask. I would have thought you'd be used to this idea by now. Only mages on official circle business are allowed to leave the tower, and the First Enchanter has not informed us of any mages leaving the tower today. The only safe one, as far as I know. There are windows on the higher levels, but surely you don't need me to warn you of the dangers of leaping from them. It never ends well. Make a smile fortune on you.
It shall be done.
Did you hear? Hear what? I heard they suspect someone of dabbling in blood magic.
Why would anyone do something so stupid? That's a death sentence.
That's what I hear anyway. This tower is too cold. This tower is too cold.
I heard that Cullen's in love with you.
I wish I could leave the tower once in a while. I wish I could leave the tower once in a while. Did you hear about the apprentice who disappeared last week?
I heard that Cullen's in love with you.
My mentor says I have great potential.
I wish I could leave the tower once in a while.
How does it feel to be done with the Harrowing? I heard that Cullen's in love with you.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about. That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe. You know, in my experience, flint and tinder works just as well. Maybe we should start with that.
I've only burnt myself once today. I think that's progress. This is hard. I really should be concentrating on the flame.
Good day to you. Good day to you. Ah, congratulations on your harrowing. Good day to you. I hope you've spoken to the First Enchanter. He seems eager to see you.
Was the Harrowing scary? It must have been. Why else would they call it that?
you remember what the chantry says about magic?
Magic must serve man, and not rule over him.
Very good. And what do you think that means? Can anyone tell me?
Only boys can do magic.
Hey!
No, that's not what it means.
It means that magic should be used to help people, but we can't use our magic to force people to do what we want.
That's right. We should not abuse the gift the Maker has given us.
Gerda told me the Templars watch us while we bathe. I hope that's not true.
Have you ever seen an abomination? Have you ever seen an abomination?
I'm going to be a powerful mage when I grow up.
I heard the Templars talking about chasing down a Malefica yesterday.
I'm going to be a powerful mage when I grow up. Being in the tower is much better than being on the farm. I'm going to be a powerful mage when I grow up.
I can't wait to learn the fire spells. It looks like fun. I can't wait to learn the fire spells. It looks like fun.
I heard your harrowing went well. That's
I shall
wonderful
do
to
it.
hear. I remember when you were this age. Adorable.
The Templars scare me. They always look so mean.
Concentrate, hold the shield. If I had put all my power behind that spell, you would have been obliterated. I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will wavering so, it would consume you. Is that what you want?
I wonder when I'll get to go for my harrowing.
Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you.
I heard Humbert volunteered to take the Rite of Tranquility. How awful!
Congratulations on your test.
I shall do it.
Congratulations on your test. Jowan's been acting weird all day. Have you seen him?
I heard Irving wants to see you.
Did you hear the rumor about someone being a blood mage?
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you? The stockroom stores components used in magical and alchemical experiments. Do you require something? I voluntarily submitted to the Rite of Tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable. Tranquility has its merits. I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple. It is difficult to describe. I would perhaps compare it to being plunged into a pool of ice cold water. I was ordered to never speak of it. I cannot go against the Circle's wishes. My body is similar in form to yours, possessing an equal number of limbs, appendages, and internal organs. I perform the same physical functions. My mind is capable of higher thought processes. Am I to be denied personhood because I do not feel as you do? I have thoughts and memories. I remember my past, my childhood in the tower, and my apprenticeship. These experiences defined me. My lack of emotion simply adds to what is already there. Personhood is not measurable. Therefore, we should let this rest. Very well. Goodbye.
Your mentors must be happy for you. You passed the Harrowing.
As you say.
Good day to you. If you want something from the stockroom, you must speak to Owain. Good day to you.
Is there something you need? You must speak to Owain.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle? I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go. You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that. Not any magic I'd be caught doing. Anyway, did you need something? I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
As you say. It shall be done.
Do you need something? If not, step back. You're in my light. I'm trying to study. Have some consideration for a fellow mage. I will be soon. I have studied hard, and this opportunity will not pass me by. This is a chance for me to prove I can achieve as much as any human. Many humans believe elves are only fit to be servants. Many humans do. I suppose it isn't entirely your fault. With so many elves living in alienages apart from humans, it's difficult for you to get a true idea of who we are. Ironically, many of us don't know who we are either. Elves have lived under human rule for so long that much of our history and culture has been lost. As a mage, I have an opportunity to prove myself. Thank you, but I should get back to my books. Good day.
That's not likely. The Chantry would do something before it came to that.
Will they? They haven't done anything, and I've heard that the Equitarians are starting to soften a little on the libertarian position.
Sympathy for a position isn't the same as support. Yet. As far as I know, most Equitarians prefer to remain allied with the Loyalists. You can see why, don't you? Just think of what the Chantry would do if suddenly the Circles were petitioning for more independence, or even a split.
Won't be pretty.
Ah, those short-sighted libertarians. They'll get their way and take us all down with them.
I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Very well.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work. Ah, the fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really. They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the Loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money, and the Isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then, of course, there are the Libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy. Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a Libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do? An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
Hello, were you looking for something? I'm Jarl, a mage just like you. I've seen you around, haven't I? I must have. Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us. They'll never learn that. They don't want to. I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it? If you leave the circle, you become an apostate. And the punishment for leaving is death. Pretty grim, huh? I've heard of hedge witches who've managed to survive on their own, eluding the circle for a lifetime. But if the Templars discover them, well, you know what happens. Then there are stories about the Dalish elf clans having great magic. But who knows what's truth and what's fiction when it comes to the Dalish? All right, have a good day. Hello again. All right, have a good day.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving. Yes, Duncan his name is. He must be here to talk to Irving about something important. You know, I almost became a Grey Warden once. There were several of us chosen, though the Grey Wardens only wanted one recruit. They only ever have one mage, you see. I think they thought I was the best candidate, but I was young and foolish, and I said I wasn't interested. They picked someone else instead, and that was that. I've regretted it ever since. Oh well, I should get back to my work.
There you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters. The Tranquil will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
I shall do it.
I heard that you completed the Harrowing in record time. I heard that you completed the Harrowing in record time. I heard that you completed the I heard that you... Everyone's so happy for you.
Very well.
I should have been sent to help the King's army. I dislike being stuck here while something big is happening. I should have been sent to help the I never thought you'd survive the Harrowing. You got lucky, didn't you? I never thought... Irving wants to see you. Get going.
As you say.
I wonder how the King's army fares at Ostagar. I've heard talk of a new blight. Did you see that Grey Warden? I hear he's trying to recruit a mage for his order. Did you see that Grey Warden? Did you see that Grey Warden? You look well. That's wonderful. I was thrown up for a full week after my harrowing. It's delirium that does that, I think.
Hello. I'm glad to see your harrowing went smoothly. They picked me as the Templar to strike the killing blow if you became an abomination. It's nothing personal, I swear. I'm just glad you're all right, you know? You've always been so confident, or so I hear. I've heard of failed harrowings, and the consequences were unpleasant. Oh, you're not distracting? I mean, you are, but, well, you're not. I mean, you can talk to me anytime if you want. Yes. Maybe we can talk another time.
I shall do it.
I'd avoid Leora if I were you. She's been rather... Who knows? I'm not going to ask her why she's irritable. Women hate those kind of questions. Hope you're having a good day.
It is begun.
I hear Irving's very proud of you. Ah, it's great to see you. It's always sad when an apprentice fails the harrowing. You're not going to keep the First Enchanter waiting, are you?
Ah, this is infuriating. Another batch destroyed. Say, have you seen Owain? Is he in the stockroom? Well, I don't know. He might have gone to the privy. The Tranquil still function like us. Mostly. I hope he still has some cinnabar lying around. When I asked last week, he said he was running out.
As you say. As you say.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition. So let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times. No, not really. It's just... I don't want to bore you with this. It gives me hope that one day the Maker will hear us, that maybe I'll be forgiven and my curse will be lifted. Magic? What else? Magic causes such misery. It's dangerous and vile and wicked. The Chantry must protect the world from us. Being born with something so terrible must be a punishment. I wish I could be rid of it. That takes the magic from me? It does, doesn't it? I had heard that, but life without magic is so tempting. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
It shall be done.
Move along now. Move along now. Nothing to see here. The First Enchanter said not to let anyone through this door, and I don't question my orders. The First Enchanter said not to... Third floor is off limits till dinner time. First Enchanter's orders.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
If it isn't our new sister in the circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is she.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens. You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Mages are uniquely equipped to combat Darkspawn. The power you mages wield is an asset to any army. Your spells are very effective against large groups of mindless Darkspawn. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor girl with talk of blights and Darkspawn. This is a happy day for her.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The Harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim.
You are officially a mage within the circle of magi.
I'm sorry, what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them. Patience, child. You have been through an ordeal. Let us not rush things. It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours. Impetuousness is ever the province of youth, I see.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child? The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
For escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you? I imagine you don't leave very often, do you? And thus a good view of the other side of the lake? It must feel rather isolated way out here. I am not a good source of news, I fear. I am preoccupied with the Darkspawn incursion. Once, in my youth, just after I joined the Grey Wardens, I was traveling with my mentor. We encountered a group of Templars hunting a blood mage. They were quite far away, so I cannot be sure of what I saw. He forced some of the Templars to turn on their fellows. It was dreadful to behold. He would have escaped had he not overlooked one Templar who snuck up behind him and cleaved his head in two. It is something to consider, certainly. The mages whose connection to the Fade has been severed? Why do you ask? It keeps them and those around them safe. Perhaps the sacrifice is worthwhile. I cannot say. When the king sent out the call, the Circle of Fereldan sent only 7 mages to Ostagar. I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle. I hope to place a mage or 2 within every contingent. I cannot do with just 7. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn have their own magic, and our resources must exceed theirs. I don't know. Do you? I sometimes wonder if the Chantry's many laws regarding magic are necessary. Darkspawn are a greater threat than blood mages, even abominations. It takes decades for the world to recover from a blight. I wish the Chantry could see that. We must stop at nothing to defeat the Darkspawn. Listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting. Yes, I'm sure they did. Certainly. I am intimately familiar with these subjects, after all. A horde has formed within the Korkari wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde. Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face. Yes, perhaps it will be enough if we play our cards right. They usually move around in small groups, but there are always more of them, lurking underground, biding their time. We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back. It is not my place to comment. Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must. Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry? I believe we must defeat the Darkspawn, one way or another. My opinions end there. Of course, don't let me keep you.